There is a huge sigh of relief for thousands of workers at the Langeberg and Ashton Foods factory owned by Tiger Brands in the Western Cape. Tiger Brands, which basically wants to sell its factory, has said the business no longer fits into the company's profile. But the good news is that Tiger Brands will continue to operate the plant for the new season. Many organizations have tried to save this factory over the past few months, and AgriSA is one of those. We're joined tonight by Christo van der Rheede, who is the Executive Director at AgriSA, about the importance of this decision. Mr. van der Rheede, thank you very much for joining us. Give us the details about this particular deal that is going to now give more time for new owners to be found.
Thank you very much. I think we are quite relieved as an industry that we could sort of convince Tiger Brands to give the factory another production season so that a proper buyer can be found, or an investor can be found. I really want to commend the worker unions together with farmer unions, and especially the Canning Fruit Producers Association for the work that they have done to convince Tiger Brands to give them that kind of relief. Obviously, there's a huge community that depends on the factory, 250 permanent workers, more than 4,000 factory seasonal workers. But then in addition to it, if the factory closes, it will have a massive destructive impact on 300 farmers together with 2,000 farm workers. So yes, we are quite relieved.
And of course, this factory plays a significant role in South Africa's export market. And this was going to be quite a calamity if indeed we were to see in the next couple of weeks this particular factory closing its doors.
Indeed, the factory exports canned fruit and vegetables and other products to a number of international markets. So obviously that's the opportunity for a new investor to expand those markets. It's not that those products are not in demand. There's clear demand for it, and that's important for us. And yes, we want your state-owned investment institutions, such as the Development Bank of South Africa, the IDC, as well as the National Empowerment Fund, to work hand in hand with potential investors, because money is scarce and money is tight. It's important that there is that the investment portfolio consists of part for the workers, equity for the workers, equity for the farmers themselves, but also perhaps a portion or contribution by the IDC, and then your major investor. And I think that's the kind of investment model that we all strive for.
And if that doesn't happen in the next couple of months, what is the next option? Because we don't want to find ourselves where we were a couple of days ago, where a lot of agro processors and farmers did not know what their future holds.
I think since AgriSA has highlighted this issue in the newspapers, a number of potential investors came to the fore, and we really keep our fingers crossed, because the business model or the demand for products really lays a solid basis for any investor, and would give them the sort of knowledge that there will be a return on their investment. And I think the workers have made a huge sacrifice by not demanding a salary increase for this year. Farmers also decided not to place additional demands for a higher price for their products to Tiger Brands. So yes, a solid basis has been laid, and I think on the basis of that, I am very hopeful that we will find a buyer. And obviously, if no one comes to the fore, then it will not only have implications for the factory in Ashton, but it will also have a spillover impact on an entire sector, and that we cannot afford at this point in time.
Christo van der Rheede is the Executive Director at AgriSA. Thank you very much, sir, for your time.